screw this, we're going early. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My goodness, 10 days, 11 days, 12 days. It's been a hot minute since we've been able to go live. I do apologize. Busy. Fly in real life, have 2 days off, get sick on those 2 days, go back to flying in real life, come back home, still sick for 2 days, go back to flying. It's been a wild one. My voice is still a little bit rough, but it's going to warm up here. I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm feeling better, Vodka. I'm feeling better. It's just, man, whenever I get these little cruds, I feel fine, but then my voice takes forever to come back, you know. So, but I actually feel pretty good today. Today's the best day that I have felt so far, and it's only getting better because we're sitting on the ground in Phoenix Sky Harbor. For those of you that have traveled out of Sky Harbor early morning, you can smell this terminal right now. Phoenix Sky Harbor, America's friendliest airport. It's got a smell to it. It's kind of sweet, got some jet fuel. It's kind of stale, but it's a great airport. One of my favorite airports, real life as well. And early morning flights out of the southwest gates over here, sitting at C4, Charlie 4, to take the old school golden, Canyon Gold Max 8 to Monterey, California. Not to be confused with Monterey, Mexico. Monterey, California. And I just flew in there last trip. Got to do a flap 40 with a 7.3 Max. Absolutely greased it. It was quite the sporty approach. We'll talk about it on the way over there. A couple things going on. The Loke is out. Today, though, in the sim world, the weather is down pretty low. I don't know what's going to happen. We may have to double check our fuel load and see if we can, what our alternate is, because the only approach we can fly in there is a visual approach right now. The Loke is out, and the RNAV is Cat C only. So that presents a small problem, but it'll be fun. We'll fly it. It'll be a good flight. I hope you guys are ready for this one. We are on Say Intentions Premium today. Say Intentions AI once again. Been loving this program, so that's where the traffic injection will be coming from. And also, if there's any live players online, we'll see them as well, I'm sure. But absolutely been a minute since we've been able to stream. I've been wanting to get back and fly in here, but it's just, man, I've been so busy. I was actually supposed to be flying today. I was supposed to be going to Antigua from Kennedy and then back to Miami, but that's a whole nother story for what happened to that trip. That was wild. Came back yesterday, so all is good. All is good, and we're going live today on the stream. So, Ryan Gents, thank you so much, my man, for the $5 super chat. Says, top of the afternoon, everyone. Been missing the content. Just watched the INI 220. Pretty interesting. Ooh, hope you're feeling better. Thank you, man. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Again, voice is a little off, but definitely feeling better. So, all things are good, man. I thought the smell was the snowbirds. What's up, Turks? Good to see you, man. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate the $5 super chat. And Mickey G is in the house. Mickey G, I had one of those moments the other day where I thought I could sense, you know, the fall on the horizon. Every now and then in the summertime, you'll get one of those days where the sun is just right, and you can almost think about the upcoming fall football season and smokers and grills and college game day and Cowboys and Steelers or whatever the hell fan you are. Gross. But yeah, man. Good. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Says, let me get this straight. You went to Sam's Club and not Costco. Dude, I'm on first year pay, brother. We're going to Sam's Club. First year pay. We're back at Sam's Club with 4 kids, man. It's we're back at Sam's Club, and we actually did a pickup order too, but then we went inside because kids, of course, they want to go inside too. So we did a pickup and we went inside. Probably would have been cheaper to go to Costco, but anyway, thank you so much for the $10 super chat, Mickey G. Hope all is well, man. Gosh, I feel bad, dude. I still have to. You sent me a DM a while back. I was supposed to check, wasn't I? I was gonna send you something too about logbooks. I'm gonna write this down. Hold on. I'm literally putting it on my phone right now, so I don't forget. Check Mickey G's DM. Okay. And I'm going to send you something, too, about logbook stuff. Thanks again for the support, man. Flight Sim Guy is in the house. What's up, man? Thank you for joining the channel again, becoming back to Private Pilot. Glad to have you on board. Diabetic Lads in the house. I'm just a guy. Good to see you. Team Vodka. What's up, my man? Zach DL is here. Zippy's in the house. Good to see you as well. Awesome Pigeon. Bill's Mafia. What's up, Bill's Mafia? Good to see you. King Jerome's in the house. Aaron Blinky. Igloo Flu. Eastern T3, and many, many more. What's up, y'all? Thank you all for tuning in on this beautiful Sky Harbor morning. There goes the Sky Train, or whatever it's called in Phoenix again. You guys remember the story on that Sky Train, how they originally built it and the cars were too heavy? But here we are. Look at this beautiful 7.3 Max 8. Guys, every time I fly the Max in real life, I want to fly the Max in the sim because I love the freaking Max. The Max is so much fun to fly, although I'm pretty sure it's killing us slowly with the bleeds. There's something going on in the Max, man. Whenever I fly the Max, I get a cough, and I don't know what it is. And that's got to be something to do with the bleeds. But it's still fun to fly, so anyway, no one's getting out of here alive. Might as well go out in a Max 8, right? Look at this paint job, though. This is pretty nice. I did update. There was a hot fix to the aircraft, so I did the hot fix update, like version 1.3 or whatever it is. So we'll see if that makes a difference. But I kind of want to see how this airplane performs. We're going to dig around in the box a little bit because going into Monterey, there's a couple things we got to take a look at. And I want to see if I can do the approach building that we were going to do in the real airplane. Then we ended up just kind of doing a different visual. But we'll talk about it en route over there from Phoenix Garbo. Of course, I flew from DFW, but I didn't want to sit here and stream for 3.5 hours. It's a long flight. And there's no crew meals at the V1 HQ. So I figured I'll just do a shorter stream. We'll go Phoenix, Monterey. That might open the window for a second stream this evening. I would love to get back into a corporate jet. Or if Black Square gets back to me, we might dabble in the upcoming, what is it, the Commander 117? We might take a dabble in that. We might do a second stream today. We'll see how this one goes. Anyway, anyone else getting hyped for the 7.5? Yeah, I'm getting hyped for the 7.5, dude. I'm definitely more hyped for the 7.5 than the 220, just because the 220 is a regional jet, and it's basically G5000 Extreme, but it does look pretty good. I mean, any builds, they look like they got it going on, so it looks pretty good. I'm sure it'll be a popular aircraft for a lot of you that are next generation Gen Zers. But anyway, let's talk about the King Air announcement. Or 300, he said. Really? I saw that article, Vodka, but I didn't read it. So we have to talk about that later. It's not the 350 or 3, it's a King Air 300. Straight 300? Really? All right. We'll have to take a look at that. Thruttletek, get in the house. Good to see you, my man. Hope all is well. All right, chat. Let's do this. Let's hop into the cockpit. Look at this beautiful 7.3 Max 8. Now, I am running a cockpit mod. Look at the shadow of this train going up and down. It's to make it darker. Does it look darker? So we'll see how it is. It's on Flight SimTO. It's free. And we'll also do this. Look at this. Hold on. Schwang, schwang. Okay, we got our schwang, schwang camera on. Let's go ahead and fire this thing up. AJ Frenard, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while. It says, figures stuck in meetings this afternoon. I'll be in and out. Barbie jet landing competition with Miami Miss Wingnut win. Yeah, we'll see. I heard Wingnut's been smashing them over there IRL, so we'll see. All right, let's go ahead and fire them up. Thanks, AJ, for the 44 months of support. Let's go ahead and use our roast fire overhead panel. Battery switch is coming on. And then we're going to go ahead and put the ground power switch to on. Boom. Absolutely love it. All right, now let's go up to the top of the overhead. And we'll put our aiders into a line. We'll continue with our flow here. Let's do a stall warning. Mach airspeed warning. Make sure my volumes are up. That looks good. All right, cool. So that's up on the top of the overhead. We'll come down here. We'll make sure our cruise altitude today, I think it's 3.6. We'll have to come back to that. Landing altitude, I believe, is sea level. We'll come back to that in a minute. We'll come down. We'll go systems page like so. Hydraulic is all checked. Good. Then we'll come over here and make sure that is closed and head outside and do our pre-flight. With the pre-flight done, then we come back in and we'll set up the rest of the overhead. So coming down the overhead, we'll get the yaw damp switch on. Fuel pumps can stay off right now. Lights can all stay off. We'll get the cabin utility switches on. And APU is off. That all looks good. Coming down here, we'll go emergency exit lights. So again, this is the one switch that does funky things, because on the Rosefire, it pushes it in the on position. So you have to close this and then click here to put it back in armed. No smoking. We'll turn you on. Fasten seatbelts can stay off for right now. I'm going to be flying, so it'll be captain's leg. We'll put you in ignition left. Some of the 3-position switches with the Max 8 get a little funky, but everything else is good. Let's go window heats. I love the little flashes in the panel of the amber light. Those are all very cool. Engine anti-ice can stay off. Those are the good. Hydraulics are set for now. Let's go trim air switch on. Recirc fan to auto. Right recirc fan to auto. Left pack auto. Auto will open the isolation valve. That can stay off. Bleed can stay off. We'll go logo lights on. Position lights to steady. Alright, overhead panel is complete. Then we'll come across the FCU here. Let's go left flight director, right flight director, auto throttle. I'll arm you with the click. Or I can't arm you yet for some reason, because we're not aligned, maybe. We'll come back to that in a second. That's a funny thing with Moby Flight. We'll leave all these for right now. Test the enunciator panels. Come on here. Test that one. Test that one. Good. Coming back down over here. Everything looks good. Let's go RTO. Fuel flow. Reset back to rate mode. Let's come down to our FMC. Pause and knit. We'll get this loaded up. GPS left. We'll bring you back. Put you over there. I'll leave you on the route page. Put you over on FMC. Park brake is set. Fire test. 2 lights. Wheel, that's all look good. Cancel the bell. Can't do it. I like the way PMDG does the test there. It's way better. Because then you can actually test the bell cutout. That's all. It's good. Cargo fire. Beautiful. ATC squawk code. Let's just squawk 2000 right now. We'll leave it as is. And aileron rudder trim 00. Door lights out. Beautiful. Okay. Arm it with the mouse. Oh, there we go. Mouse wheel. That's right. Mouse wheel scroll. Thank you, Zephyr. I always forget. Mouse wheel scroll. Well, you gotta change your interactions mode with the software. Captain Sim, thanks for 31 months support, dude. Is your overhead panel really located over your head? No. So mine is actually sitting on a desk next to me. Ironically, I have to stretch my arm out and move it kind of the same like I would if it was on the overhead, but I don't have an overhead mount yet. I'm thinking about getting one. Rosefire sells one where it's a clamp that you put on the back side of your desk and it sits over the top. The problem is I'm going to have to do like a hardcore setup redo here because I've got so much I've pretty much stopped doing hardware stuff because I just have too much, man. In short of building a cockpit setup like XP72 has right now, it's just too much. I'm trying to keep it as modular as possible, but the one thing I do think I want to make space for is that overhead panel mount. The only problem with that is I don't know how I'd get a camera on it, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But no, I have it sitting on a desk next to me, and it works. It's perfect. I have it on a nice VESA mount here, and it's like another VESA mount with a monitor stand, and it's great, dude. So it adds a lot. Adds a lot more than I thought it would. So I love that. All right, we're ready to go here. Let's go ahead and get the box set up here. So let's go to this, and I think we still have that. Oh, yeah, I think so. Let's go ahead and execute that. I'm not sure what I just activated. Did that load the flight plan? Oh, it did. Oh, yeah, we already did a route request. Okay, cool. So let's go departures, arrivals, and we should see what ATC is saying. So let's tune in air traffic control ATIS first, 2750.
Runway and hold short instructions.
8 right and 7.
Advise on initial contact. You have information, Juliet.
Okay, cool.
Phoenix.
So let's go ahead and contact the ground. 1975. What was it? Information what? Let's get our clearance first, and then we will set up the rest of the box in case they give us some weird stuff.
American 1018, ready to taxi.
American 1018, runway 7 left taxi via Lima, Charlie Sierra Delta, Delta 1, Echo 3.
Runway 7 left taxi via Lima, Charlie Sierra Delta.
I wish there was a clearance delivery. I'm surprised there's not a clearance delivery. There's center, but no clearance delivery. I guess you could do CBDLC.
American 1114, ready to taxi.
Could I do CBDLC in this?
Runway 7 left taxi.
XP, what's up? Sophie One and Phil's watching on my lunch break. Hey, just talking about you and your sweet cockpit setup. Dude, your Airbus setup is so sweet, XP. It's legit, dude. I gotta come check it out. Sky Harbor Ground, Southwest 357, request IFR clearance to Monterey.
Southwest 3510, ready to taxi.
Hey.
Southwest 3510, runway 7 left taxi via
Hey,
7
cut me
Delta,
off.
Delta 1, Echo 3. Southwest 357, cleared to Monterey via the
Here we
Z
go.
for 2 departure. Then is filed. Climb and maintain 8,000. Expect
7
flight
left.
level 4001, 0 minutes after departure. Departure on
This guy's busy.
119.2,
He's
squawk
pissed that I called on
4444.
ground. That's
Expect
why.
runway 7 left.
All right, clear to Monterey, Zephyr 2 departure, then as filed, climb, maintain 8,000, expect 40010 minutes after departure. Departures on 19.2, squawking 4444 for 7 left, Southwest 357. Good night. He's pissed that we called on ground. That happens sometimes. All right, 8,000, we'll set that in the window there for the initial. We're going to be on the Zephyr 2 departure, RAST transition. We'll
Runway
execute
7 left,
that.
taxi via 7 Delta, Delta 1, Echo 3,
And,
Southwest 3510.
I'm gonna flip you over to a different comm radio so we don't have to listen to ground.
Southwest 357, read back correct.
I wonder if I can just turn it off like that. We'll see if that actually keeps it off. Oh no, I think I have that option.
United 337, give way to the American 737 on your left.
Giving way to the American 737 United.
Let's just switch frequencies for now so we don't have to listen to that. Okay, cool. We'll finish loading the box here. So Zephyr 2, 7 left Rasta. Okay, so we'll go route, or excuse me, where were we at? Boom. We put that in there, right? Yeah, Zephyr 2 Rasta all the way out. Departures, arrivals. Okay, Monterey, so we're just going to get a little bit spicy. We're going to plan to land on... It says to load the localizer for 28 left, but the localizer is out of service. I'm going to load it from Salinas, and we're going to talk about this en route. It's kind of crazy. We're going to do the raceway visual. That's going to be a whole en route discussion for this approach going into Monterey. So just trust me on this one. Right now we're going to load the 28 left Salinas transition, execute. All right, now we can go back to our legs page and just verify we don't have doubled up in there. Okay, Salinas, hold that. Perfect. All right, so that looks good. Routes in the box. Let's do our init ref. Now, to load the aircraft, 142.1 gross, 128.6 on the zero fuel. Yep, that's correct. So, it loaded from there. Let's go ahead and load the passengers. So, let's go here. Let's go load aircraft. I'll tell you what. Let's do 4 minutes. Let's do 4 minutes of loading.
Ladies and gentlemen, please confirm the flight information on your boarding pass.
I want to shut them
Proceed
off.
according to the seat number shown on the boarding pass. Place your hand.
I don't want to listen to them. Okay, cool. So they're going to be quiet. We're not going to listen. I got a copyright issue on the last video when I started playing audio. Come on, iFly. Copyright nonsense. Reserve fuel. Let's take a look at that. We need 4. Wow. We don't have a lot of gas. Oh, no, 3,000. There we go. 3,000. And alternate SFO is 1,800. So let's call 3 plus 2 is 5. Let's give me a reserve of 5.5 for a missed approach. All right, going up to 400. We'll set that on my overhead panel, 400. And what is the landing altitude of Monterey sea level, right? 257. Not to be confused with 357. So we'll set 250 up there as well. All right, insufficient fuel. It's because we're fueling, my friend. Cool. All right, 400, that looks good. N1s. Let's do a 28K. Yeah, no D rate. Screw it. 28K, 34C. Takeoff. Flaps 5. All right, CG 20.7, 5.18. We'll do 2931.42. Let's set that on our FCU here, 142. 142. Blasting off runway 7 left is 078 on the course lines. 078 across the board. And we'll set heading 078. I don't know why any of my windows don't work on my FCU. It's weird. All right, 078 set across the board. And I think it's time to get the APU cooking. So let's go ahead and start the APU. Let's get the left tank fuel pump on. We don't have any. We will have center gas, I think. I think we'll have center gas. We'll see how much total they give us. All right, let's go ahead and get the APU fired up. Take a listen outside. All right, what's up? I got to fly. Good to see you, man. Hello, V1. I've been repainting my whole house, listening to all the Duke streams. Thanks for the entertainment while I work. That's awesome, man. I miss the Duke. Thrust set, you could turn down the volume on the RMP, but I don't have that setting enabled on my SAN tensions yet. I saw the option, I just didn't enable it yet. I don't know why. Zach Dill, yeah, I've been using SAN tensions for a while. I like it, dude. It does more than what Beyond ATC does. If you just want AI ATC, Beyond ATC will give you AI ATC. This is a whole nother ball game. The main drawing factor for me is the fact that you can have real players talking to AI air traffic controllers, and that's what's in development right now, and that's what they're working on. And that's when on the last stream we were flying into St. Louis, and Jeff Faviano, he hopped on comms. He was flying. He was in a Cessna. He was doing a visual approach on the other side. It was pretty cool. So being able to talk to AI controllers with seeing other real live players talking to the same AI controllers, that is, to me, the edge over Beyond ATC. So that's why I'm loving it right now. All right, so that's APU is up and running. We'll get the clock going, give that about 2 minutes to burn off. We'll go ahead and put it on the buses as well. So let's just go ahead and go boom, boom. That is good. We'll keep the seatbelt sign off because we are still fueling. That's normal. Let's finish the rest of our box. QRH is complete. Ooh, when do we get new speeds here? 33. Why are we getting new speeds? It should be 144. What do we set? 142? We'll leave it at 142. That's fine. All right, let's do a quick route legs review of this. All right, so we're Phoenix to Monterey, Southwest 357. Zephyr 2 Rasta, Direct Needles, Beatty, Kino, Kebab, Frankfurt, Salinas for the Loc 28 left. That all checks. Legs page. It's 1640 or above. That's going to be heading to join the RNAV to Sparky. Goalie below 9, Joler, Zephyr, Mesa, Rasta, Needles, Beatty, Kino, Kebab, Frankfurt, Salinas, Charlie, Yitud. That is the arrival. Or that is actually, that's not, no, that's actually Salinas, Charlie, hold it, Charlie. That's the approach. That's the local approach, which we're going to go over when we get there. And then the missed approach off 28 left. 3.5 degree slope on the way down, if you see that. So it's going to be a steeper approach. Lot to go into this approach. It's a little bit sneaky. Total route distance today, we have 625 nautical miles as planned. A little bit longer because we have the approach in there. That's normal. All right, so that looks good. Let's move on to performance. So we have 0 fuel, 128.6. 5.5 reserve, cost index 8. We're cruising up there, flight level 400. Trans altitude is 18,000 feet. That looks good. N1 limit, I guess I suppose I could show you on this page here. We're doing a 28K, no derate. So actually, I'll tell you what. Let's do a TO1. Yeah, it is hot AF out there. Screw it. Let's do a 28K, no bump. That's what I did the other day out of Monterey anyway. So 28K, no derate, standard climb thrust. Move to the takeoff. We're planning flaps 5, off runway 7 left. That should be in here. CG 20.7. Ooh, set our trim 5.3 units. All right, so let's do the flaps 5, 20.7, 534 on the trim, set. We're looking for 95.2 on the N1s. We're using our V1 speed, 2931.42. That's based off dry runway, 1500. Nope, we're not doing that. We're doing thousands. Actually, it might be different for Phoenix. That's fine. Thousand dry runway. That all looks good. Cool. Good? All right, I'm good. Let's go ahead and get the APU bleeds on. APU bleed can come on. Get some air to the panel. Seatbelt sign is coming on. Seatbelt sign is coming on. And fueling is complete. Do we have center tank fuel? Ooh, 400 pounds in the center. Let's see if we can get that out of there. May not. We're going to get a fuel light here, probably. Let's see if we can get that 400 pounds out of the center. Nope, it's flashing already. Yeah, you see how it's flashing on there? That's so cool. Maybe I should turn this one off. gets like a weird effect when they do the light one. Yeah, they're going to be flashing at us, so we'll just turn it off. We'll see. 400 pounds, it is what it is. All right, seatbelt sign is on, and we're on APU bus, ground power. Let's go ahead and get rid of all that, and we're pretty much ready to push and start. So let's go ground cervices. Well, first let's make sure, yep, we're all loaded up. Cool, ground cervices. We'll go ahead and get rid of that. We can get rid of the jetway. Jetway is coming back. We're all closed up. We're going to be LNAV, VNAV off the ground out of here. LNAV, VNAV armed. Up to 8,000 feet. Magic barrel refs are done. Let's go ahead and call ground for push. And before we do that, let's run a before start checklist. Parking brake set. Oxygen check. Navigation transfer display switches. Normal auto. Window heat. That's on. Pressurization. Auto and set. Verify that it's matching the panel. It is. Auto and set. Terrain display. We should have that on. Terrain display is on. Oh, what was our squawk code? 4444. Stand by. 444. So I run a checklist. Boom. Terrain display selected. MCP. So we're taking a look at our MCP. I'm flying. You're coming with me. We're going up to 8,000 feet. 142 LNAV, VNAV off the ground. Checks. Displays. Armed LNAV, VNAV 8000 set. Auto brake. RTO. Fuel quantity distribution. We got 13.5 on board. And checked. CDU. Route legs reviews completed. Checked. Engine start levers cut off. Aileron rudder trim. 00. Departure brief. We're going to blast off out of here on the Zephyr. I've looked at the RNAV departure. It's on my chart. Basically going to be a left turn Sparky. Climbing all the way up. It's on my real world iPad next to me, so you can't see it, but it's there, trust me. Fasten belts. On. APU. On buses. Fuel panel. Set. Flight forms AML. Onboard accepted aircraft. What are we in? 3AZ. PEDs are off. All right, then the guide person says, cockpit to ground. Ground to cockpit, go ahead. All right, so once you hear that, you know you can go ahead and go. Hydraulics are coming on. Probe heats are coming on, and check for our door lights, and then we're going to go anti-collision light is coming on below the line. Probe heat
Southwest
on.
3777
Hydraulic
ready to
panel.
taxi.
Verify
Southwest
over
3777,
here.
runway 7 left taxi
Set.
via 8
So
Delta
once
Delta
it's
1
set,
Echo
we're going to
3.
clear the system page, and I'm flying, so
Runway
we're going to
7
flip
left
the
taxi
gauges.
via 8 Delta Delta 1 Echo 3 Southwest
And we'll throw the VSD up
3777.
on this one too. Hydraulic panel set. Doors, windows. Verify all lights out, close and locked. Anti-collision lights on before start checklist is completed. Let's go full screen cam and let's get out of here. Ground Southwest 357 ready to push. Charlie 4.
Southwest 357, push and start approved. Tail north.
Push and start approved. Tail north Southwest 357. All right. Brakes released. Left Alt P. Let's get out of here. Fly USMC, what's up, my man? Thank you for the $5 super chat. It says, almost missed you today. Bought the Dolphin Hilo. Ooh, been setting up my controls with hanger,
ready for
with hanger control today. Oh, wow, really? I haven't heard about that.
UPS 2859, push approved.
That's awesome, Fly
Clear push and
USMC.
start, UPS 2859.
Hope you're enjoying that helicopter. Oh, you know what? We still have chocks on. Chocks removed. We're pushing. Let's see where they push us before we start up. You can ask ramp for pushback now? I don't have a ramp freak, though. Oh, is that ramp 1999? No, that's RMP. I don't know what RMP stands for. Does that stand for ramp on say intentions? Say intention has their own pushback that can do directions. Oh, that's cool. What is... Am I getting blasted by something? What was that weird effect? Did you guys see that?
UPS 2859 are ready to taxi.
UPS 2859, runway 7 left taxi via hotel, hotel 1, hold short of runway 7 right.
Runway 7 left taxi via hotel.
Cockpit to ground, push complete, set brakes.
Runway 7 right, UPS 2859.
Brake set, clear disconnect, show me the pin out front, thanks for the push. Alright, so let's start them up. That's so sweet with the overhead though. Alright, so start engine 2, left pack off, right pack off, verify bleed pressure. Again, I wish that's one thing, I wish we had that bleed pressure gauge. It's going to be good. Alright, and let's go ahead and ground engine 2. She's going to motor for a minute. Shh. Let's watch the motoring first. It's going to take a second. Oh, I forgot to start the clock. Does the overhead simulate the pull move on some of the switches? On the 3 position switches? Oh, no, like pulling over the gate? No. No, but it has the 3 position switches. Got to get hangar control, hands down, best tool I've ever bought. Once you figure things out with mapping labels, it simplifies controls. Really? I might look at it, Fly USMC. Classic Jet Simpon, what's up? My man says, well, on Max 8 yesterday at Denver, the motoring took forever. Oh, yeah, dude, I've seen it take like 2 minutes and 45 seconds. All right, there's 25%. Fuel on. Shh. Wait for it. Oh, we didn't get the little... Oh, I thought we'd get the little at the end. Alright, EGT. So, that's going back to off. Good start on number 2. So what we're going to do, we're going to isolate. We're going to ventilate the cabin because it's really hot. Isolate, ventilate. And let's go ahead and go left, or excuse me, right generator on bus. Ground engine 1. I'm going to restart the chrono clock on this one. Grounding 1. Used to live right on the glide path to Monterey. Nice, Marcus. So Key 6, friend of the channel, you guys probably see him in the chat. He actually snapped some pics and vids of me coming in. It was really cool. I got a video of me coming in and greasing that flat 40. You didn't get the actual landing part, but the flyover. There's 25%. Fuel on. Let's go ahead and catch this one.
Cross 7 right, UPS 2859er.
There's something about the Max startup sound. So good. So good, man. We'll wait for the EGT. Temp out 675, 789. There it goes up. That's realistic behavior there. It goes up higher than that. 64. Odds coming off. Wait for the EGT light. Or EGT tick mark to go away. Alright, good start on 1. So, APU bleed is coming off. Isolation auto. Auto. And actually, you know what? Since it's so hot, let's go max cool configuration. We're going to go high, high, open, and we're actually going to switch. We're going to go APU bleed on for max cool. Good start on engine 1. We're going to leave the APU on for right now. Flight control check. So overhead is pretty much set. We'll bring this back around. Oops, let's go right here. We'll get you set up for the actual flight.
Cleared, push and start. American 12.
Alright, flight controls. Are free and correct. Flaps 5.
Frontier Flight 3284, request push and start clearance.
flight 3284, clear for push and start.
Cleared push and start. Frontier Flight 3284.
Got my taxi diagram up on my real iPad. Alright, I believe that's 5. Let's verify that. Flaps are 5. Recall 6-7 checked. Alright, let's do an after start check. Let's anti-ice. That is off. Generators on. Air conditioning bleed set. APU max cool.
2444, cleared for push and start.
Cleared push and start. Delta 2444.
Let's keep it on max cool for now. We're going to have to get that before takeoff. Alright, APU set for max cool. Flight controls recall checked. After start checklist complete. Let's call ground and get out of here.
FedEx 3629 ready to taxi.
FedEx 3629er, runway 7 left taxi via Hotel 1, hold short of runway 7 right.
Reminds me so much of the Sovereign startup. Oh, Al Loper. Dude, I'm kind of itching to fly the Sovereign again. Would that be crazy to want to fly the Sovereign again? Sky Harbor Ground, Southwest 357 taxi.
Southwest 357, runway 7 left taxi via Sierra India X-ray Delta 1, Echo 3.
Sierra India X-ray Delta 1 Echo 3 Southwest 357. Goodness. So that's really the inner route.
American 1274 ready to taxi.
Let me verify.
American
what did you say?
1274, runway 7 left taxi via Lima Charlie Sierra Delta 1 Echo
Sierra
3.
Delta 1 Echo 3.
Runway
Sierra
7 left taxi via Lima Charlie Sierra
Delta
Delta
1 Echo 3. Alright,
Echo
cool.
3 American 1.
Brakes release. Oh, what am I doing going up top? Taxi light switch on the overhead. Let's go.
Frontier Flight 3284 ready to taxi.
Frontier Flight 3284, runway 7 left taxi via Yankee 5 Delta 1 Echo 3.
Runway 7 left taxi via Yankee 5 Delta.
Look at that 1776 livery. That is sweet.
Frontier Flight 3284.
All right, we're going to make the first right turn here. It's going to be the inboard taxi all the way down to Delta 1, then Echo 3.
Flight 2850 ready to push.
Am flight, that's cool.
Flight 2850, push and start approved.
This is the BM World Am
Roger,
Sim
Flight 2850.
Phoenix Sky Harbor. Or I believe it's called Glide Slope Pro now. Glide Slope Pro.
Delta 2444 ready to taxi.
Actually, AJ, no, that's correct because I was out there towards the mountains
Delta 1 Echo 3.
on the VSD. When you point towards the mountain over there, it'll paint it on the ground. Like I could even zoom this out and probably find some more mountains. There you go. See? Yeah, no, the VSD is
Flight
pretty good.
2850 ready to taxi.
So
Flight 2850.
I think that's them calling up.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Roger that. Thank you.
Runway 7 left taxi via Hotel 1. Hold short of runway 7 right, Flight 2850.
A lot of guys run this at 5 because at 5 nautical mile range, as long as you're in the track is in this triangle here, you're on course. But I like to zoom mine in to make sure I'm going on the right friggin' runway because I think that's more important.
Frontier Flight 3284.
Like guys will be taxiing around friggin' Denver with the range at 5 or was it 5 or 10? Maybe it's at 10 miles. Where it's like 100% accuracy if you keep it in the triangle. I'm like, dude, I could care less about that. I want to make sure we're going on the right friggin' runway. If I got to worry about the track and the diamond, we got other problems going on. You know what I'm saying? So I zoom mine in, especially airports with multiple runways. Am flat. I know, man. They're up here at the cargo bay. This is a great, man. I didn't realize this scenery had the new terminal over here. Look at this. Man, I used to park over here with Spiritual Wings. I loved it. I loved coming in and out of Phoenix, man. Gosh, I miss Spirit. Such a great airline. With a big 1776 on the side, a more American livery than the other Southwest flag one. I mean, Dale, it's nice, dude. But I think I don't know. I like them both. The flag one is epic, though, just because, I mean, it's the flag, dude. But, all right, let's go ahead and see how far. We got 2 in front of us out there. All right, flight attendants, take your seats for landing. Flight attendants prepare for landing.
I'll handle the taxi request to ground for you. Southwest 357
What?
ready to taxi.
No,
We
no,
have Juliet.
no, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Simblitz.
Southwest 357, runway 7 left taxi via Delta, Delta 1, Echo 3.
That's where we're going. Thank you, Simblitz. Simblitz, take the radio for me, will you? Shoot, I said that on the wrong freak.
FedEx 3629 across runway 7 right.
Simblitz, take the radio for me, will you?
Crossing 7 right, FedEx 360.
Nah, not Murph. We're using Simblitz
All
today.
right, I've got the radios.
Simblitz, man. I don't know who he is, but I've seen a couple of his videos. I got it. You have to have someone with a distinct voice
2 o'clock.
using reserve fuel.
56.
Because we got 5.5 on there.
Is on flight to 2 Delta November.
That's a real pilot talking on SAN tensions, which is pretty cool. I'm still waiting on Flight Beam to release Phoenix. You've been waiting a long time, Al Wallace. You've been waiting a long time, brother. Vodka, Amflight is coming. So, what's the status on... dude, okay, hold on. We're going to have to read that release article. Did he say anything about the King Air? I saw that the Commander, though, that Turbo Commander looks epic. Let's go ahead and clear the engine page after engine start is all good. Flaps 5 is set. Okay, I'll tell you what. How's the cabin doing temperature-wise? Oh, it's coming down nice and cool. All right, reserve fuel. I'm going to reset you to 4.5 just so you're not flashing at me. And we are going to 40. Yep, 400-250 check. Here's Mickey G's zone right here. Ah, look at Mickey G's Boeings up here on the right-hand side. Copperheads, right? We'll slow down just for Mickey G. I love that you can see the little bit of nav light out there on that tip. It's pretty great.
Ground, Skywest 6247, taxi to the ramp.
Skywest 6247.
FedEx 767 up here.
Sierra Charlie, Quebec.
That's Amflight over there. That's America. That's a Beach 99 model?
Quebec, Skywest 6247.
We have a Beach 99 model? Look at that. There's actually a Beach 99. I've never seen a Beach 99 in the sim before. That is so cool. Shout out Big Earn. I know. A day in the life of Big Earn. Here we go. Yeah, the Commander 114 looks epic, but also the, gosh, what is it? It's the Aero Commander, right?
060, ready to taxi.
Or is that what you're talking about, Bills?
3060, runway 7 left taxi via Papa Charlie, Sierra Delta.
We must be having a Delta guy up here going 5 knots. What's going on?
Runway 7 left taxi via Papa Charlie, Sierra Delta, Delta 1. Echo
Big Earn would have 2 or
Skywest
3 more legs after this
3060.
flight. Yeah, true story. Don't we all? 319 coming in. There's Turks. Uh-oh, nice stutter there, Turks.
Traffic at 12 o'clock.
How do I get rid of the iPad?
250 to 2 Delta November.
Flight 2186, request pushback.
Taxiing this, yeah, it's against Southwest S. Oh, it's Frontier up there. That's what it is.
Roger.
How do I convince my parents to say intentions is a good monthly purchase? Well, what else do you have a subscription for that you don't really use as much? Netflix? Amazon Prime? Well, probably everybody uses Prime.
Southwest 357, contact tower on 118.7. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Simple. Let's take it.
Contacting tower on 118.7, Southwest 357.
Alright, we're coming up here. We'll go ahead and stop here. We'll set the brake. Let's go ahead and
Phoenix
reconfigure.
Tower, Southwest 357.
Alright, so let's go
Good
back
morning.
to
Holding short,
APU
7
bleed
left,
off.
ready for
Engine
departure.
bleeds on. Auto, auto.
Phoenix Tower, runway 7 left, hold short, you're number
Auto.
3 behind the 737.
APU's coming off. Alright, let's do a before takeoff checklist here as we continue to move forward. Takeoff data and bugs. Close out, received, and check. Flaps. Fife, green light, stab trim. I'm gonna go to my takeoff page. I don't know what to do. 5.32. 5.32 units set. Takeoff brief complete. HUD. In-op. Generators. On. Air conditioning bleeds. Auto and set before takeoff checklist. To the line.
Envoy 4015, runway 7 right, wind 050 at 10, clear to land.
Oh, Delta went past the line. Delta went past the line. Sorry, Delta. All right.
Delta 2444, wind 050 at
Let's run it below the line.
7 left, clear for takeoff.
MCPND checked. Runway 07 left. PA's complete. Lights set before takeoff checklist is complete. We are in southwest mode, so we'll put these in cont. I believe that Delta is say intentions, yeah.
Requesting for clearance to take off on runway 7 left.
Flight 2850, when ready, contact departure.
Delta Captain was distracted by his hat. Exactly. Alright, so now that I know where I'm at, now we can move the range out like 5. So we can see the terrain.
Number 2 behind the 737.
Same intention if you cross, will they yell at you? I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure.
Southwest 357, runway 7 left, line up and wait.
That's us.
Runway 7 left, line up and wait. Southwest 357.
Alright, lights are all on. Except the landing 2 there. Ooh, nice 321 behind us. Co-pilot is an Aussie? Yeah, we're sporting the Aussie today. We had the Irishman last stream. We're sporting the Aussie today. Let me pull up the Zephyr 2, make it big on my iPad here so we can see basically a left turn out. Nothing crazy.
44, when ready, contact departure.
Over to departure, Delta 2444.
Oh, it's going to be a beautiful takeoff. 35C outside.
Southwest 357, runway 7 left, winds 160 at 5. Fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 7 left, winds 160 at 5. Fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff. Southwest 357.
All right, you know what that means, chat. Spool them up, 40. Yoga's in chat. Sounds are up.
22 Delta November, requesting for clearance to take off on runway 07 left.
Toga. Thrust set, 93.2. 80. Rotate. Positive brake. 0. Fly with. Thousand feet. There's our redux.
Contact departure, Southwest 357.
We're flaps 5, let's go flaps 1.
Phoenix departure, Southwest 357. Good morning, altitude 2000.
Southwest 357, Phoenix departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 8,000.
Flaps up.
Turn right, heading 080, direct sparking when able, then hold navigation.
Climb and maintain 8,000. Right heading 080, direct sparking when able, then hold navigation. Southwest 357.
We're already going to Sparky on our own nav, so we're good. Alright, there's Sparky, we're climbing 8,000. Throttletek to the left. Gosh, I love the way the Max flies, man. Say what you want about the Max. I flies Max, you know, having some shortcomings in certain areas. Ooh. 11,000. Because there's definitely some shortcomings in some other areas. Push it, up we go. But the flight model, it does have a nice little difference. It feels good. It feels more like a Max than the NG does. That's for sure. But nailed it. Well, I don't know if I'd say nailed it, but it was pretty good. The difference is big enough to where I can actually feel there's a difference. And it's a difference in the right direction. I like seeing flight directors doing weird stuff now. He gave us a climb and maintain, so let's just go all the way up. That'll change it all the way up. Because that's a 9,000 or below there, that's why I want it to level. 10 for 11.
Southwest 357. Good morning, 9,000 for 11,000.
Climb and maintain flight level 200.
Climb and maintain flight level 200. Southwest 357.
Up we go. 200 back in VNAV. Out of 10,000 feet. Whoa. That's why I have a PM. We're above all that terrain. We'll get rid of the VSD. Gosh, I love climbing out of Phoenix. I do wish we were going out of the other direction, though. The ortho was better. Best in the absolute best in the whole simulator is Phoenix 26's departure, 2625. This is a fun little departure to hand fly, though. We'll stay on it here. We'll swing the heading bug around.
Albuquerque Center, hand flight 2850, 2000.
All right, 13200. Let's do the left takeoff. That's coming up. That's off. We're pressurizing. We're at a 10. We'll get our panel set. That looks good.
Center, American 1274, 6,000.
266 in the climb, it says. Let's go ahead and change that. Let's go 300.
Center, Roger.
300 execute. Glide Slope Pro 1 DSC. Glide Slope Pro. Using reserve fuel. Max altitude 399. Ooh, we might be too heavy for 40. We'll see when we get up there. I feel like they changed the engine sounds. They hum a little bit more. A little bassier. Davey boy, what's up, man?
American 1274, contact SoCal approach on 127.0.
Bank angle check. Coming left.
127.0 for American 1274, good day.
There's Scottsdale Airport, home of Jet Card, V1 Executive Charters.
Frontier flight 4964, Albuquerque Center, good morning. United 654, descend and maintain flight level.
I need to get a MobiFlight profile for this EFIS, because I have the NG EFIS. Surely there's a MobiFlight profile for the NG EFIS for the Max. I made one time, but then I updated MobiFlight, and that was it. Never got it back. I didn't want to bind all the buttons again. All right, I'm going to turn the sim down to about 50. Turn my volume down a little bit.
132.6, hand flight 2850, thanks.
All right, we're getting ready to go through 18 transitions. We'll hit standards once, twice, thrice. Make sure our lights are off. Lights are set. Wing lights coming off. Logo lights coming off. Transition standard is complete. Climbing out to Zeppa. Nice Turk Heron. You wish Echo 19 did a 220 sound pack? Oh, Bill's Muffins.
Delta 2444, Albuquerque Center.
Echo 19 did a 220 sound pack. Oh, Trick Karen said, I wish Echo 19 did a max sound pack. What are you, crazy? Trolling.
Southwest 357, climb and maintain flight level 280.
280.
Climb and maintain flight level 280, Southwest 357.
Southwest 345, maintain 250.
Alright, I got the radios, Simblitz. I'll take the radios back.
I've got the radios, mate. Let's keep climbing to flight level 280.
No. Mate, that's not what I said. My radios.
Albuquerque Center, Southwest 357, past
Say again, please.
20,000, climbing to flight level 280.
Fine, I'll do it myself. My radios. I think we pretty much flew out everything we need to fly. She's trimmed out beautifully. Let's go autopilot or Command A. Command A is engaged. Full screen cam is back up. He's having none of that. I know it, right? Oh, look at that beautiful view. I don't know which. Oh my gosh, hold on, hold on. That's pretty stunning. I normally like windows in my view, but maybe I can sneak a window in here.
UPS 2865, Albuquerque Center, roger.
Chat, is that real life or what? Did we just hit real life? I think we just unlocked real life. Want some real lives in chat? Smash the like button for real lives.
127.0 for UPS 2865. Good day.
Gosh, it feels good to be back on the sim, y'all. Missed y'all. What have y'all been flying? I know Trick Karen's been flying the A340 for mini builds. Is everybody just kind of hanging out waiting for the 220 to drop? I feel like there's so many airplanes I want to fly still that I haven't had time to fly them all. I was going to do, you know what I should have, man, I thought about doing an Antigua flight today in the MD-11. That'd be kind of fun, a semi-long haul. Maybe we should do that. Should we do that tonight? Maybe tomorrow? No, tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Wednesday or Thursday? You know what? How about tomorrow? Because tomorrow's Thursday, right? Is tomorrow Thursday or Friday? Chat, tomorrow's Thursday. Why don't we do a semi-long haul, Kennedy to Antigua, in a bare metal luxury liner MD-11? I think we should do that tomorrow. With the green dot. Marcus, MD-11 with the sound mod and jet card is what I've been doing. Nice, dude. I mean, the sound mod on that MD-11 changes the game. Mickey G is a 319 on VEC right now. Heck yeah, man. Zippy's been sipping some X-Plane Kool-Aid. You know, I've been meaning to get my X-Plane updated and ready to go again. Is that Chieftain out yet? Is the Chieftain out for X-Plane? Somebody commented when we first started the stream. I really want, I kind of want to dabble in X-Plane, or maybe I should do a poll. Should we do X-Plane Citation 10 or X-Plane Level Up 737 or MD-11 from 2024? I'm going to make a poll. We shall see.
American 383, traffic 12 o'clock and 10 miles, crossing right to left, a regional jet, flight level 370.
Negative contact, American 383.
Or what else can we do tomorrow? Let's see. We'll just start with that. Let's start with that. See what you guys say. I need to download X-Plane in preparation for the 707. I know, that's what I want to prepare for. Oh, there is the 73200 as well. That's true, Jordan. Mr. Martini, thank you for the 60 months of support, dude. Says, how is Jet Card going for you these days? Oh, man, it's been great, except I haven't been able to fly it in, 2 weeks. I've been, we were on it consistently. It was great until I just got super busy, man. And I only had 2 days off between 4 or 5 day trips, and then I was sick for 2 days. I actually went to work sick on the other day because I didn't have any. I don't want to burn any more sick time. I got like 6 hours left. Not running that, so I'm going to work sick, it looks like. And then my flight diverted. I couldn't get in. It was, oh my gosh, it was an ordeal. Classic Jetson pilot. Leo, Microsoft 2024 native MD80. Gosh, dude. If it had the sound pack, I would. Ryan Jenst Felis. I know. I know. I know. Thank you for the super chat, Ryan. Well, I mean, that's why I just put X-Plane 11 something. It could be the Felis. It could be the 7.3. It could be a Citation 10. Who knows? It's X-Plane. I can't believe all the AM flights we're hearing on the radio. That's awesome. Wait, Turk Karen, that MD-11 sound pack is Echo 92 on Flight Sim TO? Is that us? Climb and maintain 360 Southwest 357. I should probably see where I forgot we're doing the radios. 360 set. I saw a Reddit post saying there's a solution at the MD-80 sound pack working now. Turk, no, the default MD-11 sound pack I don't like. From Sim, what is it? We're talking about the same MD-11, Turkan, right? The TFDI. That's crazy because Echo 19, I mean, his L1011 sounds are amazing. Oh, or we could do L1011. Let's see. Let's get a few more votes in there. It's still a little bit tight. What would we? MD-11 or L1011? We could do another L10 flight. I don't know if you guys want to watch L10 though. I love flying that L1011, man. We could do an A340. I'm trying to think of something we haven't flown in a really long time. DC-6 when? It's funny you say that. I actually was thinking about doing a DC-6 flight this past few days that I was off, but I was sick, so I didn't do anything. Battle of the Tri-Jets, or we could do I can't believe I'm about to say this. I'm kind of wanting to try the FSS 727 again, but I'm afraid if I install it, it's going to bork my FA50, my Falcon 50. I did have FSS reset my code and my activation and all that because I think that's where something got borked up, was my activation codes. Because I never updated. Jeez, look at that view. Let's go to the poverty side over here. Just a little bit more realistic. I'm craving a 3-man cockpit stream. Love the engineer panel flows. I know. Okay, hold on. We're going to reset the poll. All right, reset the poll because it looks like people want to see the MD-11 over X-Plane. Now I got a better poll for you. I got a better poll. Watch this one. Watch this one. Watch this one.
Albuquerque Center, FedEx 3619, flight level 370.
FedEx 3619, Albuquerque Center, good morning.
Watch this one.
FedEx 452, maintain Mach 0.84.
On 0.84, FedEx 452.
There we go.
Delta 934, descend flight level 330 at your discretion.
Descending flight level 330, Delta 934.
There we go. Get your votes in on that one. That ought to be pretty good. Oh, look at the contrails of that traffic up there. That's so cool. I love saying, I mean, if you want to bring your whole sim to life, say attentions, man. I mean, Beyond ATC does it too, but the cloud-based traffic, I believe that's what it's called, the cloud-based traffic, it does reduce the impact of performance when you increase the traffic. So that was a really complex way of saying the more traffic you have, it doesn't interfere with the performance as much as, say, Beyond ATC does. Now, you can crank Beyond ATC up with the flight live traffic from FlightWare, and it looks amazing. But you're probably going to pay for that on the FPS side a little bit. I haven't done a direct, that's what I should do, is I should do a direct comparison with the latest update for both of them. Beyond ATC, we should just load in, crank the traffic all the way up, and then do the same with Say Intentions and see if I can pick up a difference. I'm pretty sure Say Intentions is lighter on the performance than Beyond ATC is with the traffic. Because I run a pretty high traffic setting, and I haven't even touched it, and the sim has run pretty smooth. Beyond ATC, when we started flying like East Coast or any builds LAX, things like that, I do have to turn it down a little bit. Just say no to X-Plane. I will say I'm shocked right now that the MD-11 is edging out the Fearless 7.4. I mean, can you guys imagine when we have a poll that says, you know, MD-11 versus pmdg 747? Can you guys? I can't contain myself. pmdg 7.4 Classic is going to be absolutely insane. Almost as insane as the Canyon Gold livery, how it should have been, man. Canyon Gold is the GOAT.
Climb and maintain flight level 280, report level.
I mean, I think, what do you think is going to be a bigger release? The pmdg 737NG when that released, or the 747? I bet the NG will still have a larger release, or I bet the release will have been larger just because I think more people are in the NG. But I bet when they release the newer 7.4, that'll be greater than the NG release. I don't know though. A lot of people want a 7.4. I do remember when the Microsoft 2020 though. I'll never forget 737 release night. I was in the V1 HQ number 1. They were remodeling it, so it was like 100 degrees in my sim area, and we did, I don't know, 8 hours of streaming. .747 hands down? Yeah, I think so too. If it's the 400 or 8, I think it will. I think their Classic is going to sell well as long as they can show that you can overcome some of the complexities, or I say not overcome complexities, overcome some of the hurdles of flying a 3-man ship with one person, right? So, for instance, what's a good example of that? The having like a crew member or something, an AI crew member. FSS does it with the 7.2. PMDG's done it with the DC-6, right? You have the automated crew that can flip switches for you. So if they can get something like that to help ease that workload a little bit, I bet you it's gonna sell really good. L1011, same thing. Now, that's what makes the Fearless so hard, though, is because the Fearless, it has the checklists that check you and make sure you do the right thing, but it won't do things for you, and I actually kind of like that. I love the fact that the checklist will, he goes, this, damn, I do like that about the Fearless, but that's what makes it so demanding, is it is truly a 3-person cockpit. You're flying it by yourself. Dude, when the 7.4 drops...
Climb and maintain flight level 400.
Climb at 400, Southwest 3 pops in. When the 7.4 drops, I'm buying 50 MREs and getting a catheter. I'm in the sim pick for a week straight. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to call out sick for that week, for sure.
Climbing to flight level 300.
For sure, Classic Jet Sim Pilot.
22
Can we actually get up there? Let's go to our VNAV climb page. Max is 408, so I've heard from multiple people now their comfortable level is 800 feet below this, so this would be an acceptable, this is as high as I would go in the 7.3 when it becomes the optimum or maximum. So we're 800 feet above our maximum is what it shows, 408. So I'm, as long as it's smooth up there, we'll take it all the way up to 40. Let's go to our climb speed here. Let's do 7.9 on the climb. It didn't transition over. We'll do 7.9 in the climb. There we go. Gosh, my right ear popped. It's driving, or it's plugged, driving me nuts. Flight sim school, yes, that's what I was talking about though. Like the DC-6, if they have something like that that can help the, you know, the very intro simmer to 7.4 classics, or just, you know, a classic in general. Maybe they love the 7.4 and they just can't, you know, they can't contain themselves, so they get a classic, and maybe it's their first classic jet. But having that type of AI co-pilot will be nice. I just don't get super long haul flights in the sim. Most people walk away from computers. I agree. Agent Johnson, I'm right there with you, man. You know, I've done a few long hauls on the channel, and I don't intend to increase that frequency at all. But I mean, there's some people that just, I mean, if you work from home or you work next to your computer, then okay. But I like flying the big wide body jets on short haul routes. Dream job, A340-600, doing domestic turns only. Yeah, I believe it's 1.3 as well, Classic Jet Sim Pilot. I believe that's an FAA requirement. I think your max has got to be 1.3 G or equivalent. I could be wrong, though, but I'm pretty sure it is. RSR co-pilot and Mathis flight engineer stream when? You know what, AJ? They did say that they were going to have, you know, the ability to multi-crew it, which would be absolutely insane. So I would love to see...
Los Angeles Center on 128.075.
2807 Southwest 357. Alright, 2807, let's go. 3940. But yeah, AJ, I mean, having Rundowsel run the pilot, the panel for me, it'd be pretty sweet. Into Kai Tech. It's going to happen, dude. It's going to happen. Who we talking to? LA Center, good morning, Southwest 357, 393, climbing 400.
Southwest 357, Los Angeles Center, good morning.
Gosh, these guys sound real. These guys sound real. Say Intentions sounds real. I think the long haul similars are like those who like to climb mountains hard, but just to say they've done it. True. Could be. Alright, how are we looking for gas? Landing Monterey 5-4. Whew, buddy. Alright, leveling 400. We'll get the seatbelt sign off. Gosh, I love being able to do that with the switch. Let's let her level here and see how she handles. What's econ speed in our cruise? 782 is econ. Look at that window. My goodness. We're getting tight. But we'll leave it as is. I don't think there's anything.
Alpha 839, contact Albuquerque Center on 134.325. Good morning. Switching to 134.325, Alpha 839.
Nothing, no weather out there. Let's go back to terrain mode. Hold on, we're going to have a cinematic bank angle check here in a second. We'll go from the inside view. Golly. Perfect level of clouds today to make the sim look really good. Perfect level to make the sim look beautiful. I hear people on, or I hear on Say Intentions pilots leaving 300 for 350 as standard. Yeah, some people say leaving. The correct term is climbing, descending. And you're not supposed to say 4. You know, you're supposed to just say Southwest 357, 398, climbing 400. The less fluff, the better. But we all get lazy and we all say things. We all pick up habits and stuff. The worst habit to have is with you. I do hear it on the real world radio as well. My computer turns into a furnace playing Microsoft. I couldn't imagine letting it burn all that energy for 8 hours. I know, man. Especially in a small room. Gotta have a dedicated air conditioning setup. Gosh, I love... I mean, this sim update is my favorite yet. Whatever sim update... What are we on, 5? It's been the smoothest, and the clouds have looked the best. Of all the sim updates, this is the best one, I think. Thought the only rule was to sound cool? Maybe for you, Mickey G. Maybe for you guys. The more cool you try to sound, the less cool you sound to those that have been there. Like the Moxie guy that was asking out the controller. My goodness. I'm still not convinced. Well, yeah. I still can't. Have you guys have all heard that, right? The Breeze controller or the Breeze pilot asking out the controller. All right, I'm going to get my chart out. We're going to look at it. We'll deal with this here in a second because we're going to talk about the type of approach. Let me check the weather in Monterey right now. What do we got? Let's see. At least it's gone up a little bit. Looks like it's gone up. Right now, 10 miles, overcast 1200. Not much. Better than the overcast 500 or whatever it was. So it looks like it's just a solid layer, but below that, 10 miles unrestricted. Winds are 250 at 8, so that's good.
Ups 2905, traffic 10 o'clock, 8 miles, a heavy Boeing 777, same direction at flight level 360. Traffic in sight, ups 2905.
Gosh, I'm trying to unplug my ear and I can't do it. It's driving me nuts. As a student pilot flying out of Epley, I learned a lot listening to ATPs talk on the radio. It's like free learning. It is, man. The best, I can say, the quickest way to learn how to talk on the radio is listen to other pilots talk on the radio. But you have to be careful because, like I said, you can pick up, and that's where people pick up habits that aren't necessarily good habits. But to learn to speak the language of pilot, I guess, if you will, and learning the jargon and being smooth with it, just listen to air traffic control. I used to listen to live ATC recordings just in the background. You know, just have it on so you could hear what's going on. You start to, your ears will pick up things, and the more experience you get with it, you'll see all these videos that like do the like live ATC. Live ATC is pretty good, but there's a couple of them, and even live ATC will do it every now and then where you'll hear the tape and he's dubbing over it, but he's putting in the wrong words because his ear is not picking up what is actually being said. But if you know to speak the language, you know what's being said. So that's where stuff can get lost in translation, but typically it's just small words here and there. But you can definitely pick up on that if you are around the language enough. Sorry, I keep muting my mic because I'm trying, like I said, I can't get my ear unplugged. Oh well. Alright, I'll show you guys our chart situation.
Los Angeles Center, Frontier Flight 3156, radio check.
How do I get to,
Frontier Flight 3156, you're loud and clear.
terminal charts, Monterey. Alright. So, Monterey landing 28 left. That's our plan. Now, let's look at the approaches. So, real world, the localizer is out. So, localizer's out of service. And also,
Southwest 1279, you climbing flight level 370 for flight level 400.
yeah, localizer's out, so you can't do the localizer. Alright, so if you can't do the localizer 28 left, we have an RNAV Yankee 28 left. But, if you look at the RNAV Yankee 28 left, does anybody know what the problem is with this approach? What is the problem with this approach for us in a 7.3 MAX 8 today? My fave as an ATC was hot mics. Yeah, there's some good ones, dude. Did you hear the C550 going into Torrance that declared emergency because the controller wouldn't give him the ILS? No, I didn't hear that one at Bluefoo. Marcus says, living by Monterey, I witnessed a lot of go-arounds due to the low clouds. Oh, yeah. With the fog flowing in there? Yep, indeed. All right, 3.6 degrees. Yeah, that's a good one to keep in mind. Not necessarily a problem. We can do it. But, yes, that is a great thing to note. 3.6 degrees, right? That's a problem. Terrain, also a problem. If we do this approach from Salinas, do we have to do the procedure turn? That's my second question. If we go to Salinas, do we have to do a procedure turn on a max 8? Six Charlie Pop has the correct answer for what I was originally looking for. While you guys chew on this part. Look at this. Cat D, not authorized. So, we're a Cat D aircraft. It doesn't matter. We cannot do this approach. Full stop. If you go to Salinas, yes, you do have to do the procedure turn. No PT, though, off of a wiggle transition over here. But yes, you would have to do the procedure turn. But we cannot do it. Unless you're an SFP aircraft, you can't do it. We have a couple of them. This particular MAX 8 we're in is not an SFP. So that X's out the RNAV Yankee. So that leaves us with the only approach option, Raceway Visual 28 left. Now, our problem today is going to be, what was the weather? When I went there, the weather was clear, which was pretty much the only way we got in, because we had to do the visual. Overcast 1200. That's going to be spice. Yeah. Yeah, because we're going to be above. Oh, man, that's not going to be good. So, we're going to attempt this, but we may not be able to do it. ILS 10. We could do that with a tailwind, right? And land on 10 right. That is an option. We're going to try the visual first. We're going to try the visual. But I don't know, at this runway, I don't think we'll be able to do a tailwind with this aircraft on 10 right. It's about 10 knots. So, and the runway's only 7,500 feet, something like that. Let's see how long the runway is. Less than that, 7,100. So I can tell you right now, 10 knot tailwind, probably not going to work on that one. So we're going to do flap 40. But, go back to our approach charts and our briefing this. So, and I'm briefing this because this is what happened to us real world when we were going through this. We're like, okay, so we're going to do the raceway visual. And we're looking at all this. Okay, ceiling visibility 3003. So today, technically, we wouldn't be able to do it because it's 1200. But we're going to see if we can get away with it. We're probably not going to be able to do the Salinas transition. But we can take it off of Charlie. All right? If we go with Charlie, we don't have to fly beam the highway. Now, I really wanted to do this. I just don't think we'll be able to see the highway with the weather today. So we're going to go visual approach from Charlie inbound. What it also says to do, it doesn't say it on these charts, but on our company charts, it says, if doing the raceway visual to 28 left, load the localizer for distance for 28 left. Okay, we can do that, but if the localizer is out of service, can we still load the localizer even though the localizer is out of service? That's my next question. If the localizer is out of service, and we want to do the raceway visual to 28 left, but it says if you're going to do the raceway visual 28 left, load the localizer 28 left for guidance, because that will also give you a geometric path guidance. But if the localizer is out of service, can you still load the localizer 2A left and fly a visual approach? Bill's Mafia says probably not. He's a pilot in training, so we'll stand on that. Fly to Live says I'd say nope. False indication, says Bill's Mafia. Okay, I see where you're going, Bill's Mafia. I see where you're going with it. Let's see what everybody else says. Is your chart relabeled as LOC DME? Nope, it looks exactly like this one. It, 28 left, 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 28 l Loc 28 left. Loc 28 left. It's an interesting question, right? Because, and remember, this is so fun to do because this is what, so I was flying with my favorite captain that I've flown with so far since I started at my new operator. Dude was Optin, Captain Lopez. I can say Lopez because if you look up Lopez, there's probably 500 of them. Dude was awesome. He was a former Marine, but he was beat down on the regionals for 20 years. He was actually at Breeze for a little bit. And then he's with us now. But just like, you know, when you fly with another guy that's been beat down the regionals, like there's like a bond. You know, I imagine that's kind of what the military guys, when a military guy flies with another military guy and they're like, ooh, we're best friends. Like, I feel like it's kind of the same thing. Because the guys that have been beat down on the regionals, and if you've been beat down on the regionals, there's just a bond there. Like, you don't speak about it, you don't talk about it, you just have this commonality of being beat down. And but just awesome dude. So but super sharp, right? So we're both up there like, well, I don't know, we're having the same discussion that we're having there. Peter G says just FLS it. Well, no FLS in this. So the answer is yes, we can still load the Loc 28 left in the box because we're going to have it as an FMS overlay. However, you would have, if you were actually shooting the Loc, you would actually need the localizer frequency. But since the localizer frequency is out of service, we're not even gonna tune it intentionally. We're just gonna load the localizer for the FMS points, right, in the box. But our actual approach that we are going to fly is the raceway visual. So we've got Charlie here, and if you look on the the Loc 28 left, you can see Charlie is in the box. And what we can do is we can even add extra fixes. Because you're on the, you can actually add HUTAD if you wanted to, because that is on the Loc. So originally what we did is we built this approach from Salinas to Coupe HUTAD inbound, but I don't think we'll be able to see anything. But I kind of want to see if we can load it without crashing the box. So let's go here, departure arrivals, Monterey. Let's do RNAV, well no, we can't do that. Let's just select 28 left, execute, and then we're going to go to the leg page, and off of Salinas we're going to add Coupe and HUTAD. Okay, UPE, and then we're going to add HUTAD. I kind of want to try this in the sim, and then we'll just go missed. And then from there we'll bring up runway 28 left, execute. Now we're going to make HUTAD a hard 1500 feet, but we're also going to make it at like 100 let's do this, let's do 1500. And then Coupe Salinas is a 4500 hard altitude. Alright, but I'm also going to make Salinas like 160 knots, or let's do 280 knots. Let's do 180 knots, 4,500 feet of HUTAD. So now, if we go to plan view, this is what we've got. Salinas, Coupe, HUTAD for the 28 left approach. Now, the problem is, we're probably not going to see anything when we get there, but I'm curious, should we just roll with it and see if it works? Because I wanted to fly it this way in the jet, but we ended up not doing this. We ended up taking it out of Charlie and going straight. But we want to make sure that the Loc is not tuned in because it is out of service. So we're going to make sure that the freak is something that's not that. That says 110.7. Yeah, let's just put the VOR of, let's put 17.3 in there. All right, we'll put the VOR 17.3 on both sides. All right, 17.3. It's a non-ILS, so we're going to go VNAV, or excuse me, progress page, nav status, page 2, VOR updating off. We're also going to go prog page 4, and then we're going to change this down. Even though we're not on an RNAV, but we're going to change this when we get a little bit closer. Hold on, that's us. LA Center 2462, Southwest 357. LA Center, Southwest 357400.
Southwest 357, Los Angeles Center, good morning.
All right, so we've got our fake approach in there. If it doesn't work, if we can't see it, we'll go missed.
2855, descend pilot
And then,
flight level 210.
Sending flight level
and we'll come back and try a different approach. All right, but that's going to be the plan. Now, when we get closer, don't let me forget, we're going to put 125 in here for the vertical RMP value, since it's non-ILS. But we're going to wait to do that. We don't want to do it way too far out, because then I'll just be yelling at you the whole way in. Let's go ahead and look at our descent. Let's get a forecast winds. Let's get those in here. Once we get our winds set, we'll get our descent speed set up. The toughest part about this approach is going to be getting caught high and fast, especially coming in from this northern corridor. There's airspace and terrain, and they'll keep you as high as they can, as long as they can, before they drop you down. And if you're behind the airplane, you're going to be behind all the way in. And when you're landing on a 7,000-foot runway in the mountains, not a good place to be is behind the airplane. All right, so there's our winds, and what we're going to do to help it out, we're actually going to go, what's the meter down there? 3012. That's got that. I'm going to do ISA +7. Way to do that. ISA +7 and 3012. There we go. And then to help it out, let's just say we're going to turn anti-ice on from flight level 300
prepare to descend in roughly 20 minutes.
To flight level 180. Copy, Southwest 357. So the reason I'm doing that, and I don't know if it does anything in the sim. Actually, I think it did move that. Did that just move the TOD a little bit? So if you plan to put your engine anti-ice on, it will slightly adjust that TOD, and it will help you get down early. Even if you're not using anti-ice, it'll give you just enough leeway on that descent that you don't go bombing over the top and then riding the speed brake all the way down. So it tends to work on the Max a little bit better than the NG. The NG kind of just like doesn't care. But the Max, I have found out over multiple flights and 400 hours now on the airplane that it's, you know, it does tend to work a little bit more on the Max. So that's just a little trick. If you're coming down, say for instance you're gonna go to Washington DC, you're gonna fly the Freedom arrival, going down all those fixes, even if it's a clear day, just say you're gonna put the anti-ice on from like 300 to 18 or 10 or whatever, and see if that helps you stay more in the path. That's just a little real world tip that I'll throw out there. That's all set. Let's go ahead and, is there a landing calculator on this thing? I believe there is. Landing en route. Read MSF data. Alright, we're going to do flaps 40. Air conditioning on. Anti-ice off. Brakes. Let's do max, reverse. Let's just say in op. That's how we run it. I don't know what NNC is. Landing weight. VREF add 5. Alright. And
Los Angeles Center, Roger.
How do you run it? Oh, landing. Where's the... How do you run it? Where's the data? Oh. Oh, non-normal condition. Is that what NNC stands for? Oh, runway condition. Oh, here you go. Dry. Okay. There we go. Calculate. Thank you.
Southwest 786, contact SOPs.
So with max, we're 4655. And I will tell you on my charts, I landed 28 left and we got off at, right by the gate, we got off at Golf. We made Golf. Foxtrot would have been easier. I was trying to let it roll to Fox. We cannot use Juliet or Kilo. They're too narrow for the 7.3. It's referred to either go to the end, but we made golf. Now, we didn't have to make golf. Captain really wanted to make golf. So when I transferred controls, he really got on it. But we did get off at golf. So we're going to plan that. Golf is, I think, right around 4,100 feet. Or maybe a little bit more than that. That's going to be our plan, because that's what we did real world. And real world, we did auto 3 and flap 40. So we're going to do flap 40. Let's take a look at let's calculate our landing weight real quick. So right now, we've got 8,000 pounds. We're going to be landing in Monterey with 5. So let's subtract 3,000 pounds from our current weight. So 136 minus 3 is 133.6. And we'll load that flap speed. Flap 40, 135. All right. And then if we go back to that page, it should reset 136.6. Beautiful. I love it when a plan comes together. Flap 40, auto 3. We'll have the VSD on for the descent. And we're going to try to do the visual from Salinas. Let me make sure we did. It's not doubled up there. Yep, Salinas all the way in. Cool. And we do have the speeds still. 180, 4,500. Cool. It's imperative that you put the speeds in there at Salinas, or else you're going to be just cooking all the way down, because it doesn't know where to descend. So you got to put you got to fill in. Think of the descent profile like a straw, right? You drop in the top of the straw, and you're coming down at the bottom of the straw. But if you don't know where the bottom of the straw is, you don't know what angle the straw is going to be coming down at. So if you put the bottom in, then you can adjust the angle of that straw. When you drop in the top of the straw, you've got your descent path all set up. So if you just left the box, let it do its own thing, it would have had you crossing Salinas at 240 knots and 4,100 feet. You'd be like, that ain't going to work. The chart is requiring 4,500 at or above Salinas. Now, again, let's take a number to double check our fuel real quick, because I highly doubt we're going to be able to fly this approach as is. So if we can't see anything, we're going to punch out. We'll try again. We'll vector ourselves around, and then we will set up for the... We'll try to do the visual from Charlie inbound, the straight in. Maybe the weather will be cleaning up. Let me take a look at the TAF. I wish we took more gas. Let's slow down a little bit. Let's go VNAV. Let's long range cruise. 7. No, let's not do that. Let's do 7.7. 7.7 on the gas. Has us landing 5.0 Monterey. Let's update these winds. I'm trying to save a little bit more gas here. How's tomorrow's poll looking? Oh, wow, look at that. 159 votes. MD11. That looks like it's going to win. Looks like it's going to win. Sweet. Alright, let's load this in. We'll load the winds. Nice delay there. That was pretty good. Execute. Didn't bring winds for those, though. Has us landing with 5.1. Sheesh. What's our alternate gas? SFO. I wish I had wrong side sim here. We're going to change our alternate to San Jose. 1,800 to 2,000. So, geez, that's not a whole lot of gas at all. Jesus. 1.9 for SFO. 3,000 for 45 minutes. That's 4.9. Jet, we got 0 gas. We're going to be burning into our reserve fuel, most likely, which would be highly illegal. But it is what it is. We're getting ready to hit over Kino. Let's go outside for a cinematic turn view. Oh my Lanta, look at the desert gold in the desert. Alright, so hopefully you all are briefed up. But that's an interesting conversation, right? We've discovered that in route. We're like, okay, so the Loca's out of service, so we're looking at the visual approach. We're like, okay, off of Salinas. And then we didn't realize you could take it off of Charlie, which is another transition. It makes it a whole lot easier than maneuvering at 500 feet above the ground, flaps 40 at an NG. IRL, would you divert now? No, wouldn't divert now. We still got a couple extra 100 pounds to go. We got to actually go in, shoot the approach, And then on the go, you know, then you would assess the fuel, right? If it's socked in and we can't see anything, then we may just divert. Then have to do another leg, but we'll see. V-Pilot Design, what's up, my man? No Moza yoke profile for the PMDG. I have only see one for iFly. Yeah, I don't have the Moza yoke, so I don't have a profile for that. I'm not sure which ones are loaded in the Discord, my man. Sorry. But here's the thing: if you use the iFly one, the yoke profile should be essentially the same, right? You should feel a difference in the airplane itself, if that makes sense. Because if you change your yoke profile every airplane to make it feel the same, then you're missing the point on having different flight models, right? So for me, I actually use the same my max profile for my Brunner is essentially the same as my PMDG profile, except I think I have another binding for the trim or whatever because it's a little bit different. But where you feel the difference is in the flight model. Now, I will say the deadband pre-Service Pack 1 update in the Max felt better than it does now. It feels like it comes off the ground a little bit too quick. I wasn't really paying attention on our takeoff out of Phoenix. I don't know if that hotfix fixed that or not. But I do know the first flight we did in the Max when we did the Service Pack 1 update stream, I did not like how the deadband felt so minimal. It used to feel pretty good. PMDG's deadband is great. Desert Gold is great too, though. My goodness. Southwest Commercial. I know you're on the 7.3 now, but 320 pilot to 320 pilot, do you find something is just off in the flare feeling with the Phoenix? I can't get it for the sim like at IRL. It depends on which one you're... Are you talking about the 320 specifically? Honestly, Captain Knox, I haven't flown it so long, I wouldn't know. I thought for a while there that Phoenix
Southwest 357,
had the closest...
127.175.
Had the closest feeling to landing the real thing as possible. But I'm also using the Moza base with an Airbus profile. That makes a big difference. But I haven't flown the Phoenix in a very long time. Over to Oakland 2717, Southwest 3576. Oakland, good morning, Southwest 357, level 400, smooth ride.
Southwest 357, Oakland Center, good morning.
I swear that's a real controller. Does that not sound like a real controller? Scary, y'all. That is scary.
Alpha 960, continue climb flight level 360.
Wait till they start having real controllers.
Climbing flight level 360, Alpha 960.
Mixed in with AI controllers. Would that be the, like, your own? That would be next level. I guess it kind of does the same thing when you intertwine it with Iveo or something, right? All the profiles in Discord for the 7.3 are from Tona, is very firm and heavy. Well, that sounds about right. So, again, if I made my Brunner profile one-to-one to the real jet, it'd be too heavy for my desk. I'd be moving, my monitor would be shaking. So, I've tuned mine down for the Brunner a little bit to be, you know,
134.525, good morning, FedEx 400.
able to be on a desk with my computer, because the real yoke is just it is that heavy, where if I made the forces that heavy, I'd have to really make sure my desk was mounted. Al Loper says, I just took off from Monterey on the Sovereign, headed to Long Beach, and you have a solid overcast down there, about 1,000 feet. Oof. Breakout on short final. The problem is, short final is going to be turning inbound at flat 40. which we should probably determine when we're going to go around here. Hold on. Get my charts back up. How are we doing on likes today? 130, 129 on the likes? Not bad. Hey, do me a favor. YouTube hates it when you don't make content for 2 weeks. Smash that like button for me. So the channel is not forgotten. Go back to my charts here. I had to put rubber foot pads under my desk. Yeah. That's probably a good idea. Fly USMC. Looks like the MD-11 wins the day. Too bad. Is that L-1011? I know. Fly USMC. I know. But here's the thing. Is it AJP? No. Whoever makes... There's one guy that makes liveries for the MD-11. I don't fly anything else other livery than his liveries now because they're amazing. His bare metal is unbelievable. And he's got a really good luxury liner American bare metal MD-11 will fly. And with the sound pack, dude, it's pretty dang good, man. It's pretty dang good. Alright, let's look at this approach real quick. How are we going to determine a go-around? Let's actually brief this up properly, right? So we're on the raceway visual. No missed approach procedure is published, right? So let's look at the loc for terrain, just for terrain awareness here. We're going to be coming in like this. 1500. So if we determine to go miss, what we're going to do, we're going to break to the north. We're going to break away off the approach. We're going to turn northbound, and we're going to climb to 6,000. That's going to be our missed approach procedure. All right? Because we're not going to be flying towards a mountain here at 1,500 feet, and then hoping to see something. If we see something, great. If not, we're punching out. We're turning north. We're climbing to 6,000 feet. And then we'll try to do it. Then we'll do what we did in the real jet, where we're going to plan the raceway visual from Charlie intersection. Here's the other thing that's kind of funny. So the captain and I were going back and forth, like, okay, so Salinas, Okupe, Hutad, we're looking at trying to get our profile set up, our vertical speed, all this. And then we realized, dude, why don't we just take it from Charlie? There's 2 fixes. Like, you don't have to go to Salinas and do this turn. You could take it from Charlie and fly the visual inbound. Way more better than doing the Salinas transition. But it took us a solid 10 minutes. We're like, oh, yeah, just take it off of Charlie. Duh. But yeah, that's gonna be the plan. 3003. We don't have that right now, but we're gonna try. And I feel good because we've got the max, we got the VSD. It's gonna be helping us along the way, so we're looking good. 5.1 on the fuel. TOD's coming up just past Kebab. Let's enjoy some wing views here as we cross the mountains. Oh my gosh, this is real life. This is real life, y'all. Any idea about what time for tomorrow's stream? You guys want to go normal time, or do you want to go slightly later, like into the evening? Where are we going to fly, though? We're going to do the JFK Antigua? Let me see how long. I think it's like 4 hours. Let me sky vector this. Do we have an Antigua scenery? I've never been there, and I only say that because that's what I was supposed to do today. What is ICAO for Antigua? I don't even know. Tapa. Or we could go to Flamingo Bon Air. Ooh, 1,500 miles at Kennedy. That's a good one. Yeah, Tapa. Is there a good scenery? Is Tapa a good airport to fly into? Let's see. Tapa Airport, MSFS.
Oakland Center, Alaska 399, flight level 340.
Alaska 399.
Tropical Sim for 2020. Is it any good? Does it work for 24?
Delta 761, contact Salt Lake City
Kind of looks like a fun flight. Do you guys like Antigua, or is there a better route we should do? What else is down there? And out of Kennedy, we've got Any Builds Kennedy, so that would be kind of fun. Be out over the water. We've done St. Martin a ton of times. Aruba, is that a better airport? Paxman, no, we're over whatever mountains these are in California.
Whenever you'd like to
San Bernardinos, something like that. Where's thrust set at? Descend, pilot's discretion, flight level 290, Southwest 357. Alright, so we're gonna set flight level 290. I'm gonna request an approach from Salinas. I wonder if it'll allow me to do the vector. We'll probably have to request the RNAV because that's going to be the closest thing that it has in the box for say intentions. Alright, 290 is set. Let's do Antigua. Grand Cayman is nice. I do like Grand Cayman. But we were just there. We just did a stream there. Bermuda's a little bit too short. Bermuda's a little bit too short. I think we'll plan for Antigua. I think that's a good flight. Kennedy to Antigua, the flight that I was supposed to do today, we'll do it in the sim in an MD-11. Sounds kind of fun. Time TBD though. Because it's going to be, what's that going to be about? It's not enough time to go get an espresso martini. Just do a green dot. Maybe we'll do same time as today, like maybe 1. Or should we do early, like 11? I'll put another poll out there when it's time. But it looks like MD-11 won the poll, so that's it. So MD-11 with green dot tomorrow. JFK Antigua. We just got to nail down a time. I'm kind of the reason I'm wishy-washy on the time right now is because I'm trying to see if I get access to the Commander 114, and I'm trying to think when I can do a second stream. Like I maybe do a short stream beforehand in the morning and then do the longer flight in the evening, something like that. So I'll nail down a time before the day is over. But that's the plan for tomorrow. MD-11 Antigua from Kennedy. And Say Intentions live. So you can get on Say Intentions with me, turn your networks on, and it'd be fun. Alright, down we go. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, start initial descent down into Monterey. Currently 142 miles from the airport. Be on the ground here in just about another 20 minutes or so. Weather in Monterey, it's got a little heavy overcast right now, about 1,500 feet. Temperature's hovering right about 72 degrees. We don't have a whole lot of gas on board, so if we don't get it on the first attempt, we may be going to San Jose. So if you want to text your loved ones and whoever's picking you up, let them know that they may be driving to San Jose after this approach. But other than that, I've done this approach one other time in Flight Sim, so we should be good to go. Flight attendants, prepare for landing. All right, we're on the path. LNAV, VNAV. VNAV path, and I want to keep this descent going, and I'm going to request the RNAV.
Oakland Center, Alaska 718 with you at flight level 330.
From Salinas.
Alaska 718, Oakland Center, good morning.
Because that'll give us, I think, I don't know, let's see if he gives us the raceway visual.
Southwest 15, flight level 270.
I'm going to ask him, see what he says. Best PA I've heard today. Nice. Oakland Center, Southwest 357, requesting the raceway visual via the Salinas VOR approach to Monterey. This one may not be in the system. We'll have to see what happens. Oh, weather below minimum. Expect the low.
Good morning.
Weather is below minimums. They're not going to let us shoot it. Well, I'll tell you.
57, unable raceway visual. Weather is below minima. Expect the localizer runway 28 left approach.
Wow. Can we get the RNAV 28 left off of Salinas for Southwest 357? Negative. Expect the loc 28 left. Well, the NOTAMs say...
Southwest 357, negative.
What?
Expect the localizer runway 28 left approach into Monterey.
Someone check the NOTAMs. Did they fix that loc? Well, the NOTAMs say that the localizer is out of service for Southwest 357. Start fighting with an AI controller.
United 2370.
He just ignore me. Where's the NOTAMs? It's in my Simbrief flight plan, isn't it? Yeah, nav ILS 28 left. Unusable. Monterey ILS 10 right, but that's from 14 to 23Z. What time is it? Oh, it's right now. But that's sim time.
United 1260, climb and maintain.
Instrument approach, ILS localizer 10 right, localizer 28 left, minimum 5. Salinas fuel on, alternate minimums. Alternate minimums, amendment 5. Shoot, I should have brought my real world iPad in here.
Delta 405, climb and maintain flight level 320, report level.
Climb flight level 320.
Yeah, loc is in op.
United 1260, descend and maintain flight level 310, expect to be shortly.
I'm going to hard request it, see what they do on the app here.
Oakland Center, Southwest 357, requesting the RNAV approach for runway 28.
Southwest 357, expect the RNAV runway 28 left approach into Monterey.
Thank you. We'll expect RNAV 28 left into Monterey, Southwest 357. Can we get lower? It's going to screw my whole descent here.
Leaving flight level 350 for flight level 360, Southwest 2632.
Center Southwest 357, request lower.
Expect the RNAV runway 28 left approach into Monterey.
Okay. We'll expect the RNAV 28 left approach, Monterey, Southwest 357. I don't want you slowing down there in the descent. What are we doing?
Southwest 357, descend and maintain 16,000.
Descend and maintain 16,000, Southwest 357. Push it. Back on the path. We're coming down. I'm trying to save a little bit of gas here. 5.2 on the gas. We're looking good. It's currently 17:56 real world time. Okay, yeah, so we're right in the middle of the loc out of service. He changed it for us.
Flight level 400.
Key 6, my man. What's up, dude? The spy himself. Dude, it's funny. Dude, it's when you sent me those pics, I actually kind of thought, I was like, uh-oh, what's happening? What's happening to my sim? Oh. I was kind of thinking, I was like, I wonder if he's around. Dude, that was so sweet, man. That video of me going to the top. Yeah, Key 6 got some pics and some vids of me coming into Monterey. It's pretty cool. That one going right over the top, though, dude. That's fire, man. That's fire. Thanks for the pics, dude. Appreciate you. Thanks for the super chat. Hope all is well. I don't have any more Monterey on my schedule. I wish I did. I know your boss is flying it. But that was my first time in there in a freaking airliner. You know what, Monterey, though, what is cool? Well, now we're way behind the path.
United 2374,
my first ever jet landing. First ever jet landing and takeoff was in Monterey, California, with Citation Bravo. That's the first time I ever sat left seat, took off, and landed the jet all by myself. That was Monterey, California. So it always stuck in my mind. It was pretty cool to go in there now, you know. 18 years later, 15 years later, whatever it's been, and take a 7.3 in there. It's kind of neat.
Southwest 2632.
Yeah, I'm glad you weren't busy, man. Too bad you couldn't book a flight back.
Down to flight level 310, Southwest 2632.
Oh, you can see the overcast layer. Yeah, chat, this may not work out. This may not work out, but we're going to go about it best we can. Monterey, where the legend was born. Hardly. Where the jet bug bit me, though, that's for sure. I'll never forget my good friend Nick, the guy that was flying on the right seat. His debrief was like, man, you did a great job. You really did a good job handling the jet. Nothing really to say other than you taxi like a bitch. That's just straight face. That's what he said. Because I was nervous, man. I didn't want to hit anything. It's my first time taxiing a jet around. I don't want to, you know, only taxi as fast as you want to hit something. I was going a little bit too slow, I guess, in the taxi.
Southwest 1519, continue to send 13,000. 13,000, Southwest 1519.
All right, we're back on the path. LNAV, VNAV, VNAV path. Let's go Prague 4, and let's do 125. All right, you can see how it gets amber, and 0.3. We're doing 0.02, but we'll just set it up like that, like we're supposed to. All right, we're looking good. I had the same critique in my first jet. Taxiing is the scariest part. Lots of stuff to run into. Yeah, right. Yeah, man. Good old days.
SkyWest 6290, pilot reported flight level 370 if you have it.
Smooth ride at flight level 370, SkyWest 6290.
All right, how are we looking on gas now? 5.3. I'm saving us fuel. We slowed up a little bit, but now we're up to 5.3. We might need every bit of this.
Contact Oakland Center on 132.8.
32.8 Southwest 357. Flight sim guy. Got one bingo card then. Oakland Center, good morning. Southwest 357, 21.9 descending 16,000. One of my employees is taking that same flight out on Sunday. Yeah, tell me the details. Well, Sunday I'm not. Well, I don't know.
Southwest 357, Oakland Center. Good morning.
I could theoretically go, but I'm not planning on being in Monterey.
Southwest 3093, Roger. Good morning.
Chad, I'm hungry. Is it food time yet? I'm fasting all day. Fix my cold. Yeah, 1 DST. When you change frequencies on SAM tensions, it gives you a moment of silence so you can talk. Yeah. Just the comms themselves are just smoother. The tempo is better. The voice is more realistic. But again, my selling point for SAM tensions is not just AIATC because it's so much more than that. And when we start getting, when some of y'all start getting SAM tensions, if you do, we try to do a little group flight thing. It'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool. Because you'll be able to see the other traffic and model matching, hear them talking in real time,
Southwest 53,
talking to the same controllers.
Expect low shortly.
Pretty sweet.
Out of flight level 280, flight level 240, Southwest 3093.
Southwest 1722. Descend and maintain flight level 320. Expect lower shortly.
I'm kind of looking up a it blew through. I'll have to mess with the pushback. I haven't seen that yet. I haven't messed with that yet. I want to dispatch a flight to if I edit this flight.
Southwest 3093. Traffic 1 o'clock and 8 miles. Crossing left to right.
Looking southwest.
If I edit my sim brief, will it mess up my SAM tensions since it's already, it'll mess up that? I was going to try to redispatch with the different alternate, see what kind of alternate gas I would get for San Jose. I bet you we could shave off about 700 pounds or so by going to San Jose versus SFO. Let's plan that. So what was our alternate gas? It had SFO at 1800. I bet we can get to San Jose.
Southwest 357. Contact NorCal approach on 127.15.
2715 Southwest 357. Alright, I'm going to do this radio and then I'm going to hand it over to SimBlitz. NorCal, good morning, Southwest 357, 17.5, descending 16,000. Alright, Barrow refs.
Southwest 357, NorCal approach, good morning, Monterey, altimeter 3011, expect the RNAV Yankee runway 28 left approach into Monterey. Let me know you've got information, India.
We have information, India, and we're expecting the RNAV Yankee 28 left into Monterey, requesting the Salinas transition, Southwest 357. Oh, I got an error code on that one. I don't know if it picked it up. Alright. 1760.
Southwest 2134, 1000.
Southwest 357, Salinas transition approved. Descend at your discretion. Expect the RNAV Yankee runway 28 left approach.
Okay. Okay, we'll expect that, Southwest 357. So, let's... Do we stay on the path?
Southwest 2134,
Set 10,000 for now. We're going direct to Salinas. So I'm glad we have the VSD. All right, we're out of 18,000 feet. Seatbelt sign is coming on. Lights are set. Recall checked. Let's run it. Altimeters 3001. Set once, twice, and thrice. Approach preps complete. Pressurization check. Terrain display selected. Lights are set. Descent checklist is complete. Actually, we'll go here. Boom, boom. All right. Why are we getting a little bit high on the path now? I see that fog layer, chat, and I'm a little bit nervous. Daniel Fogelberg, thank you for the 21 months support. Says, hello, what's going on? Say Intentions VFR? No, we're Say Intentions IMC, about to be. We just got the RNF 2A left Salinas transition and a descend at our discretion. So we're going to trickle on down. I do like we were able to change the approach, get the transition we wanted, all that fun stuff. SimBlitz, you have the radios. I just flip it over to him instead of talking to him. He's got the radios on this one.
Oakland Center, Pack Valley, 8710, 7000.
Pack Valley 8710,
Catching up.
Oakland Center,
Pack Valley's on the radio. Let's go back to our VNAV descent speed here pretty soon. Let's do 240. Yeah, I can see that solid IMC layer is going to be a problem, chat. Look, Oatmeal, what's up, man? Career Track 357 when? I think that's my ex-wife. Does this guy know what he's doing? Me? No. My son says the Southwest Maryland one no longer flies because the last time they flew to Baltimore, the wheels were stolen. Love flying Pack Valley in the Cessna 208. Heck yeah. What's up, Joe Plains? How you going, man? Have you taken your check ride yet, Mr. Chicago?
Southwest 357, proceed direct Hixar, descend and maintain 5,100 feet, cleared for the RNAV Yankee runway 28 left approach, altimeter 3011.
Proceed direct Hixar, descend and maintain 5100 feet, cleared RNAV Yankee runway 28 left approach, altimeter 3011, Southwest 357.
We're going to do our own thing. She would be giving us Hixar, which would help us out, but I want to try this approach that we briefed. So we're going to set we're going to Salinas, and we're going to set 4,500, and we're going to see how bad this turns out. We're going to ignore her. See what happens. Oh, am I going to try the VFR at some point? Yes, Daniel Fogelberg. Let me check my email right now. I am going to try it VFR with... Guys, I have 1,900 unread emails between my 3 email accounts. I've just given up. I've given up. If I get access to the Commander 114, no email yet, but I would love to do some VFR with that. But I have 1,900 unread emails, chat. Not good. And there's like, let's see, how many are on like my normal, like my actual, like my personal email that I'm like supposed to like be checking all the time with important stuff. I have 284 unread on that one. On my YouTube, or on my other, like my secondary email, I have a lot. And then on my V1 Sim email, I have over 123 unread. That's not good. I've got 263 on my, or no, 266 on my V1 Sim email. 884 on my email that I'm supposed to be checking every day, like my personal email. I have 884 unread emails. And then my second email that's not like my super important stuff, like banking stuff, just like regular emails, 762 unread. I've given up. I've given up, chat. Out of 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and ding them. You've got 0 unread now. I used to check them every day like I'm supposed to. I'm doing all the things, and then there's just too much, man. And I just gave up for like a week, and I realized how much I liked it, and then I've just never gone and read them. Shaq Oatmeal, what's up, my man? Says I have my first check ride sign off today. She's taking her commercial check right now. Talk about nervous. Shaq, my man.
Oakland Center, United 61 7000.
My man, Shaq. That's awesome, dude.
United 61 Oakland Center, good morning.
I'm sure she'll be just fine. Are you up? Are you at the airport? Are you at the airport? We're gonna watch when they come back. That's cool, dude. It's a cool moment, man. It's a cool moment. The landing lights are off. It's because we haven't been cleared to land yet.
Alaska 762, Oakland Center, roger. Alaska 762, contact NorCal departure on 128.325.
Over to NorCal departure on 128.325, Alaska 762.
Check ride was July 1st, busted an MDA, going again next Tuesday. All right, man. Well, hey, Mr. Chicago, don't get down on yourself, man. You know what to do. Just stay calm, get in there and crush it, all right? Hopefully the second one will be shorter, right? Because do you have to do, I don't know how they do check rides these days. You just have to do the stuff that we're busted on, or do you have to do everything else too?
Oakland Center, Southwest 4102, 1000.
Southwest 4102, Oakland Center, roger.
Shaq, half of mine are from only your, wait, Shaq, half of your students are from only, what? Or you mean emails? You mean emails or students, Shaq? Heck, if you mean students, I might come work for your flight school, brother. Did you guys see the Black Square is going to do at Beach 1900? I did, Virtual Flight Diaries. I am jacked. Somebody was talking about it in the Discord. Oh, emails? Okay. But the FCOM says the landing lights should be on. Well, if you notice, we've got the runway turn-off lights and the taxi lights and the wing lights and the logo lights on.
Alaska 762, Oakland Center, roger, good morning.
Mountains and fog. What could go wrong? I see a few sucker holes out there, though. All right, why are we not decelling? We're about to hit the decel point. I don't trust it, though. It says I told it to cross Salinas at
762, contact north
180 knots. Let's see if she does it here. All right, it's time to get serious on this. Let's get flight recorder going before I forget.
departure on 128.325, Alaska 762.
Oakland Center, good morning. Skywest 35, 1000.
Flight recorder here.
Skywest 6035, Oakland Center,
Probably
roger.
freezing my sim. What's happening? Okay, good. We're back. Don't let me forget to start the recording. We have to start
Southwest
the recording.
2134, contact NorCal departure on 128.325.
All right, we'll get this cam online.
128.325,
Off
Southwest
center.
2134. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. I'm going to bring these back so you can see a little bit better. All right, we're slowing. Flaps 1.
Oakland Center, good morning. Alaska 762, 13000.
Alaska 762, Oakland Center, good morning.
Below 250, flaps 5.
Alaska 762, contact NorCal departure on 128.325.
Getting a stutter.
128.325,
That's an
Alaska
actual
762,
look.
see you.
Of course, the mountains looks awesome, though.
Oakland Center, good morning.
All right, I'm going to speed intervene you.
United 114, Oakland Center, roger, good morning.
Okay, after 4,500, we're going to set 1,500. We're LNAV VNAV path. 1,500 set. A little bit high. As soon as we hit Salinas, I'm going to start the replay. Flaps 10. Hit the like button for doing illegal visual approaches. What could go wrong? Alright, I'm going to keep dabbling the speed back, actually. Go as slow as we can. Let's get 165. Nice and clear here, but as soon as we make this turn, watch this VSD start giving you the rainbow. Alright, close enough. Salinas inbound. Recording is on and verified. Here's the turn. Gear down. Flaps 15. Speed brake arm. Is that orange? Yeah, it's Flaps 25. Chat, I don't like the looks of this. I don't like the looks of this, chat. Flaps 30. What's our ref? 140. Flaps 40. We might have to punch out. I'm so convinced we're going to punch out. I'm setting my heading bug. I'm going to set my heading bug to their bug out heading at 340 right now.
Skywest 5895, NorCal departure, climb and maintain 4000.
This is not a visual approach.
Climbing 4000, Skywest 5895.
We are in grave danger. I feel like if we came in from the other way like we're supposed to, I think we would be able to see it. I do feel like we're in grave danger, Chet. Alright, let's look around. Not yet. Why are we above the path there? But we're at 114 on the AMP. She's struggling to stay on it, huh? We might break out. Ooh, is that the highway? That's the highway. I think. Yeah. I think. I can't tell. That means you're not visual.
2,500.
All right, before landing check, speed brakes armed, green light, gear, down green, flaps 40, green light, before landing checks. Oh, I think we're going to be just fine. Ground contact, request a contact approach. I'm going to change this view to this side.
2,500.
All right, right over the river, or the road. You want us over to Tower Southwest 357? Oh, chat, we're visual.
Cleared for the RNAV Yankee runway 28 left approach, remaining with NorCal approach, Southwest 357.
Oh, this is sweet. Look at this, man. Yeah, this is the visual I wanted to do. We couldn't do real world. We're doing it similar now. Still going to be a steep turn coming around here, or a steep descent rather, coming around the turn here. Stick with it. Actually, I might put this view like this to help me with the turn to final. Spin you up. This approach was at 6,000. Set. Runway's in sight. Autopilot's off. Autopilot's not bound. Autopilot's off. Alright.
1,000.
Auto throttle's off. My throttles. 1,000 feet stable. Let's go ahead and drop it in now. Flap 40. You're probably going to touch that 1,000 foot per minute descent rate here. I don't know why she hasn't switched us to tower yet. Pretend we're over the tower. Pretend we're
1,000.
Nope, there it is.
Contacting Monterey Tower on 118.4, Southwest 357.
Oh man, hit the like button for visual approach in IMC. That was cool.
Monterey Tower, Southwest
So you see how this is a
Good
steep
morning
path
on the
coming down
RNAV
here.
runway
And we're at flap 40.
Southwest
Little bit high,
357,
correcting.
Monterey Tower, runway 28 left, winds 300 at Niner, cleared to land.
500.
Cleared to land, runway 28 left, Southwest 357.
Still a little bit high, coming down. I got the Pappies in
400.
sight. This is the BM World Monterey, by the way. I didn't know we had a Monterey. I'm so happy that I have a Monterey.
300.
Yeah, right at 950. 500, stable target sinking 950, right at the limit.
200. 150, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Don't float it. Oh my gosh. Reverse screen. Auto brake off. 80. 60. Chat. Nailed it. We're a little bit wider than we were too when we flew in here.
November 4876, 2 hold short of runway 10 right, Southwest
Allegiance in the way.
357, exit at Hotel Fable, contact ground on 120.875.
I guess I'm going to the next turn off.
Exit
There's a
at Hotel
citation.
Fable, switching to ground on 120.875, Southwest 357.
No, we can't take hotel. We're going to Foxtrot. Friggin'
Monterey
citation's
ground,
in the way.
Southwest 357. Good morning, cleared of runway, ready to taxi to the gate.
Southwest 357, Monterey ground, taxi to Terminal Gate 1 Center via Echo Bravo Juliet Alpha. Good day.
Terminal Gate 1 Charlie via Echo Bravo Juliet Alpha, Southwest 357.
They want us to go all the way around the end. That ain't gonna happen. I'll tell you what, we're gonna come off. Oh, I missed that turn. We're gonna do this. There we go. Del Monte. I don't know what that Citation Bravo's doing there.
November 48762, cross runway 10 right.
Oh, they're waiting to cross.
Cross runway 10 right. November
He's in the dirt though. Oh, maybe they don't have the scenery, I bet. Maybe that's what it is. Santention doesn't have the scenery. It's a weird spot. This is a pay-where scenery. All right, let's clean it up. What an absolute friggin' greaser flap 40 that was. Just like we did IRL, man. Trust me. I tell you when I smash them, and I'll tell you when I grease them. And I greased my 40 into Monterey. Alright, we're gonna park it where Key 6 was plane spotting us. Where were we, dude? We were like... I think we were right here. It was an inverted parking. So you could see why... it was a little weird when we exited right here. We parked, I think, right here, so it was, we had to wait for our engines to cool off too, which is what we're going to do. I'm also going to get the APU started on my overhead panel. We got to make this inverted parking situation here. Stop the recording. We still gotta wait for our engines to cool. So let's go ahead and let's make sure you're off. APU is just online. Good, so we'd start the chrono for that. Wing lights coming off. That's on steady, if I can. Steady. And we're standing by. We're not going to have sounds in replay anyway, so let's go ahead and get the ground power connected. And let's do a shutdown, proper shutdown. So sounds up, and I'll do over here the camera, like so. Schwang, schwang. Alright, so pretend our engines are nice and cool. Come up top. We go APU on buses.
November 48762, cross runway 10 left.
Sign. And shut down 1 and 2.
November 48762.
So then we come over here and we go 1, 2, then 1. That's coming to standby. Back up top, we'll go anti-collision light off. Left.
Allegiant 1985, cross runway 10 right.
Electric hydraulics. Emergency exit lights.
10 right, Allegiant 1985.
Shutdown checklist. Freaking love it. Love that. Whoa, 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 whoa. And we should have ground power, which we do. So let's go right into ground power. And we'll give them some air back there. Let's open that up, get some air flowing. Shutdown checklist, please. What light is still on there? Turn off light. Unsynced. Yeah, the iFly is the only one that doesn't quite. Sometimes the switches get a little desynced, but the PMDG doesn't. All right, let's run a shutdown checklist. Let's go ahead and get everybody hooked up. Forward stairs, galley, forward aft cargo, fuel truck. Lab service. They actually did aft stairs as well.
Runway 28 right, taxi via Mike, Charlie, citation 4 Lima, Quebec.
Look at that. All right, shutdown checklist. Oh, I don't have one, so we're not going to do it. We're not going to do a shutdown checklist. It's long and boring anyway. All right. I love it. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I know you're back on the bus again, but come on, the 7-3 agrees with me. Pax, man, listen, dude. There's nothing on the 7-3 that would drive me back to the bus other than if I have better seniority or trips, I'll go back to the bus. But the 7-3 is great, man. I've been loving it. All right. Let's do a replay, shall we? So I'm going to close say intentions off. You know. I think they'll go away. Yep. So say intentions is shut down. We won't have engine sounds no matter what we do. So let's just make sure we're on the APU gen. That's fine. Let's give ourselves some hydraulics, because we'll need that. We'll put the lights on just because why not? We'll leave the fuel pumps on. I forgot about that. Let's get rid of all this stuff. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. And let's watch our replay. Alright, flaps are coming out. Let's see what she does here. Flap, slat, slow, maybe. Give me some flaps, maybe. Give me some flaps. Need the alternate flap extension. He's out in for junior upgrade to fly the Guppy on the cardboard box base for maximum pain. No, sirree, Bob. Although, Turks, I did get a line for next month, and I regret it. I should have just stuck with long call. Get the schedule I wanted. Had 4 crappy 4 days. Is there a video of your landing? There is, Shaq. I have your number, don't I, Shaq? Well, not of my actual landing, but I have a flyover video. Courtesy of Key 6. Just a quick shot. Key 6, next time you gotta get the landing, dude. Teasing me with the flyover. I used to fly Monterey, Dallas for work trips when I lived there. I left a couple of years too early for my V1 to be my pilot. It was also always a 319 or 320 when I took that flight. Yeah, very cool, man. Yeah, as of late, it's been a 7.3, so a max. Oh, okay, yeah, Turks, I have, dude. I've got a ton of ballots, dude. A ton of them. All right, so I did that right. I wasn't sure, like, if I'm, you know, I wasn't exactly sure what I was doing, so I just made a ton of ballots. Ton of them. Dude, it's the most complex, like, archaic building of or scheduling software I've ever seen in my life, dude. It's crazy. Like, I'm probably gonna go to the PBS help people next week, maybe. Because I'm gonna be down there. I might stop in and be like, look, someone needs to show me, because this is harder than learning Greek. I went 3 months as a junior light holder doing nothing but turns thanks to aggressive TTS. Oof. I cannot stress enough how good it can be. Well, that sounds awesome. We shall see. Now I've got a spot for it next time I got you. Not familiar with the terminal side of Monterey. Right on, Key 6. Right on, man. Captain Chemtrails, what's up, man? Glad you're loving the 7.3. Dude, it's fun, man. I love the 7.3 Captain Chemtrails. Although I don't love the shaker in the F-Fly Max. And the fact that we don't have engine sounds on replay, no matter what we do. Let's see this Flap 40 greaser, though. Captain Chemtrails don't know about that. You don't know about Flap 40, right? You don't like the Flap 40. You love you Flap 40. That's pretty good. I shall take that. I think I'm going to go on a whim here, and I'm going to say that the max at Flap 40 from iFly actually feels a little bit better than the PMDG at Flap 40. The PMDG at Flap 40 still wants to float a tad. The Flap 40 and the max, look at that, just a little bit of a stop the descent and just come down. Ooh, buddy. I like it. Catch the nose. Nothing like fixed engines on the replay mode. Is what it is. Nice little scenery. We might have to do a jet cart flight out of here. I love having the Monterey scenery. So I parked right over here, and Key 6 was out here plane spotting, and look, that's some pretty good scenery. There's a bunch of people out here. I don't know if they're having lunch or what, but there's a restaurant out there. Next time I'm there, I'm going to go into the terminal. But yeah, we parked right over there. Right here where I think Key 6 was out here spying on me. Alright, y'all. That's going to wrap this one up. What a cool little approach, though. Definitely broke out at the last minute that I was comfortable. I will see y'all tomorrow for sure. I don't know if I'll see you this evening. It's 3:30 already. Probably not. I might take care of some stuff at home first and then do 2 streams tomorrow. But we shall see. Either way, if not, make sure your notifications are on. Make sure you hit the like button on this video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel because we might do a second stream. I don't know. Tomorrow, though, for sure. MD-11 Heavy. We're going JFK Antigua. Bare metal luxury liner. Should be a whole lot of fun. Do a green dot en route. And have some good sounds, too, with that sound pack. So should be a fun one. Again, apologize, y'all. I haven't been able to stream for a couple of weeks, but hopefully that'll lighten up here moving forward. Till the next one, y'all. Stay safe, stay healthy, everyone. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. See ya! That's where Key 6 was when they took a video of me flying overhead. Right down there. Look at that runway. That's a cool airport.